Today we're doing DIY and we're going to talk about the future of Elliotts Exotics. Hello and welcome to Elliotts Exotics. My name's Jack, and if you like videos on tarantulas, snakes and more, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Also, check out my Instagram page at Elliotts_exotics. Let's get into the video. So today's going to be a bit more of a relaxing type of video. It's not going to be anything too hectic. It's just going to be a nice pace. We're going to do some DIY. I've got a new box here, 6 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot high enclosure. It's exactly the same one as this one here, but this one I've got in black. The reason I've got it in black is because slowly I'm going to try and change all my collection of all my boxes into black. I thought start with this one, work my way up. Let's stick this together. It's gonna look odd straight away, especially on top of this one. This is where it's going to be going. It's going to be sitting on top of Nana's box, my albino Burmese, and then slowly but surely I'm going to start changing all my enclosures into black, just like this, because I think it will look a lot nicer. I don't know if this thing comes with instructions, so it might just be have to use my imagination.
I'm getting a bit.
I've never put one of these together, so we're doing it together. As I've said, this is just going to be a nice chilled out paced video. It's nothing going to be hectic. There's not going to be any feeding. It's going to be nothing like that. It's just a nice chilled out one. I didn't want anything too hectic to film today. As I spoke about in the intro, the future of Elliotts Exotics, the future of this channel. I've just picked up a boa constrictor and she's pregnant. Hoping to have babies by June, July, so it gives me plenty of time. I'm thinking of maybe breeding Crystal, my Champagne Super Blast, Champagne Super Pastel Pinstripe. So that's what she is, and I'd like to see what I can breed her with. This is where the pregnant boa is going to be going. She's pretty big, a bit bigger than Rocky, so I'm going to stick her in this instead, because I can monitor her temperature and her humidity better in this than I can a rub. Where has it got the support beam in the middle?
Oh God.
With this one I'll have to have one at the front and one at the back. This is all we're going to do for tonight. It's 20 to 11. It's 25.3 degrees in here. I'm sweating out. I can't do much more because I need to go get a support beam in the middle. Just like you've seen in Nana's enclosure, it's just a big wooden beam in the middle because it's just quite flimsy at the moment. And if I'm putting this on top of Nana's enclosure and then putting the other enclosures on top, it's just going to bow a bit, and I'd rather not. So I'm going to have to go out and see if I can get hold of some wood.
The next day.
Now we're going to see if we can put these support beams in, and I'm going to put one at the front, about there, and one at the back. I know it doesn't look fantastic with the black, but I'd rather have this on it and in it than not at all and have it collapse. So we're just going to silicone them in and hopefully that'll stay. Just to show you guys as well, this is called Aquamate. This is an aquatic sealant, so it's not just any sealant. This is animal friendly. This is what you use for an aquarium to put the glass together. So this is going to be animal friendly. So this is really good for when you're putting things together like this. Oh no. We're just going to let that dry and we'll be back. While this is drying, I just want to take a little bit of time just to talk to you guys about, as I said, the future of this channel. I'd love to get into breeding snakes. As I said, this is going to be for a pregnant boa constrictor. She's at the back. You can't really see her. You'll see her when I put her in. This enclosure is going to be for her. I'm going to turn another room that I've got spare. I'm going to turn that into a breeding room with incubators. I'm going to have a rack system in there as well. I'm not by any way going to stop doing tarantulas. I love my tarantulas. I'm going to see if I can breed a few of them as well, just for the experience. I think we could get some good babies out of everything, both snakes, tarantulas, the lot. Everything I do, I'm going to be videoing, so you guys can see exactly everything that I do. Even something like this. It may be quite simple. Might think, well, why is he doing a video on building enclosure? So you guys can see everything that I do. I'm going to be doing exactly the same with building the spare room that I've got into a breeding room. So yeah, let's see if we can do this together. Now that this is dry, we're going to crack on and we're going to see if we can get everything else into it. So I've got a few things here. So this is the heat light I'm going to be using, or heat lamp that I'm going to be using. It is 150 watts. And this would be perfect for this size. It could go a little more, but I think it'll be perfect because I'm also going to have another light going in here as well. This is the light that I was talking about in the video when I was talking about snakes. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a card up. We've got the heat lamp guard. We've got the controller for the light that's going to be going in here. And for the light, I got given this to go for it. I'm not a fan of that. I went out today and got myself a new one. So before I can stick any of the heat lamps, heat guards or anything in there, I'm going to need to cut a bit out of this. This is the vent that goes at the back of here. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to cut out a little piece so the wires can be fed through. Aha! Right, now the back's on, the back vent. Let's stick some of the bits in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you guys how I set this all up. So we're going to start with the light fitting here. With this little hole at the back, that's where all these wires are going to be pushed through. So I'm going to go for this light fitting around the middle here. And we're just going to try and screw it in. Now we're going to go for the heat guard. Always have a heat guard when it comes to having a vivarium. It just prevents the animal from getting burnt. I've seen too many animals that have been burnt because someone did not want to buy one of these and just left it hanging inside. Perfect, that's all in there. Now what to do is put the lamp in. Ah, you're having a laugh. Right, we're going to see if we can make this one work. That's better. Right guys, moving on. We are going to be putting in this Exoterra 40 watt is a light that helps give off the UVB, which is all the minerals from sunlight. To stick this in, it gives us like these little clips. So I'm just going to screw them in. For those of you who don't know why I've got the heat lamp one side, with snakes they need a hot side and a cool side. So on the cool side I'm going to have a big rub full of water so it can cool down, swim in and drink out of. Then it's got the hot side to warm itself up, bask under. So now that's in there, I've got myself these tack things for wires. And I'm just going to hammer these in just so it tucks the wires away and make sure that the snake can't tangle itself up or pull the light down. Now that everything's hammered in, let's flip it over and see if it works. Now all the wires are pushed through here, this little gap that I made earlier. Now we're just going to screw it up. Let's see if it all turns on. Hey! We've got light and we've got heat. Yes! Now we know this is all working. All we've got to do now is stick it on there. Right, I've now got this box on. We've got all the lights on, we've got the heating up for it, so they're both linked up. Let's do it. I think I'm going to end it there for this video. This video, just making this box and getting it here to this point, it has taken me 4 days to make. So I think I'm going to leave that there for this moment. I've already got probably about 5 hours of footage to go through. The video was originally meant to go up the Wednesday before. I started it on Sunday all the way through to now. I've probably got about 5.5 hours of footage. I'm going to leave it here. The next video I'm going to be putting the snake in there and talking a lot more about the snake, because I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably not been that exciting. Now you understand a little bit of what it's like to get a brand new box and try and go through it yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.